you talk a little bit about the decision to have Joe and Cisco go to Starling City on a Flash episode? Like, was there a lot of debate about that? There was any pushback from the network and the studio about doing it on Flash versus Arrow?
No, I think it's funny. I think in the very beginning there was some concern. I don't want to say resistance. I would say concern about sort of doing these crossovers and sort of making sure that both shows stood on their own. And I think that I think that is a little bit of sort of an antiquated way of thinking, especially in the world that we live in now with multimedia and platforming and stuff. And that part of the fun of these comic book shows is the fun of comic books themselves. That when you're reading a Batman comic and you get to that last page and you turn it, it's a splash page of Superman saying, "Oh, did you need help?" You're like, "Yes!" And that was so cool. And getting to integrate the people like that, it just makes the whole thing feel lived in. And what's always fun is, especially for us, is taking characters who are on the one show and moving to the other, because they really are, in a way, almost playing different versions of themselves. Like, you get to see Lance and Laurel through the prism of a Flash episode, which is really fun and interesting for us because obviously at this stage of the story of the season, they're not in a good place. So getting to sort of have a more traditional storyline about fathers and daughters, which wouldn't play well on Arrow, but it actually plays very well on Flash, was really cool. And then obviously getting to see Jesse Martin and Paul together, but then also Laurel too. Like, our tone note to Laurel was, leave all your problems behind, go have fun on the Flash. And you get to see her sort of smiling and happy and in sort of a different place. And it was Katie really appreciated that too. She's like, I so get it. And when she saw the trailer, she's like, oh my God, I look like I don't have a care in the world. And we're like, yeah. And then conversely, it's always interesting when you see like especially in the crossover, when you saw Caitlin and Cisco go over there, they're not fooling around in Starling City. So for us, it's more than just gimmicks, and it's more than just a rating stunt. It's a new way to tell stories, and in some cases, especially with the Laurel and Lance story, it's a way to tell the story that we would love to tell that that the one show isn't designed for, but the other one is.